You all ready?
Sure.
Let me get a level.
Yep, here's a level. I'm speaking, I'm continuing to speak, and hopefully, in speaking, I am achieving something. Can we begin with the messenger conversation that we had yesterday?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you're wanting some narration at the beginning?
Yeah.
This sounds very much like me asking you to do narration and you just absolutely not having a bar of it. So I'm not having a bar of this. Nah.
Well,
Can't do it.
I felt it was unrealistic.
But it was very much appreciated by our audience.
Well,
Whereas this will cause disappointment all around. Where are we starting?
from We On For Tomorrow. I'll
Okay.
cue you in.
In 3, 2, 1.
The following is a conversation held on Facebook Messenger on Wednesday the 13th of January at 12:37 p.m. We on for tomorrow?
What are we watching?
Excellent question. Misery.
Oh, that's right. Rob Reiner episode. Well, I guess we better, unless we don't. Man, Moon is a dump.
Right? There's a week left on my F9 hold, then 2 weeks to use it, so we either start up again this week or next.
Put it out for committee.
Calling this meeting of the committee, the question is, do we start this week or next week?
Asking Reddit. Oh, I got downvoted.
Well, did you ask on a relevant subreddit?
r/fluffy bunnies.
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
You up for it?
Yeah,
Got the new theme song done?
I was supposed to make a new theme song.
That's why we had the TSO lined up for last week.
So are we on then?
Yeah. And then cue the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can manage that.
Yeah.
Especially with our fine acting. just, yeah, wonderful. Okay.
I mean, that sounds like how it happened.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't recording. Love you. Okay.
Colin had a problem and a microphone to spare. Thomas took it up and so the podcast went to air. For weeks and months they trolled through every single DVD. They've unwrapped all the ones they can and now they're cellulose free. Now they're cellulose free.
Hello, dear listener, and welcome to Cellulose Free, and a Happy New Year and all that.
Yeah.
My name is Colin, and with me as always is my fellow film watcher, compadre and son, Thomas.
Hi, hello.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Brings up spreadsheet.
I have notes. Not
Oh,
very
really?
long notes,
I don't
but I
have
do
any.
have notes. So Christmas happened. And, you know, there's...
You were very festive. Thomas just loves the idea of sitting down for a meal at lunchtime. He was thrilled.
Christmas happened. The Christmas Eve, a big box that presumably is for me appears in the lounge room.
Presumably
As-
for him.
as my bag is coming in. So it's sort of stressing myself out over what it could possibly be. And like there's a potential world where, and I'm for reasons that will become clear, I'm very glad it's not. There is a potential world where what's in that box is a computer, which I'm not ready for. I'm not ready. It's just the tiniest sliver of possibility. I haven't had a very good look at the size and shape of this box. because I'm sitting across the room.
So your
from
first thought was, that could be a computer, not that it could be a fine crafted cut glass bust of J.K. Rowling's.
Well, that would be worse.
Filled with glycerine
I
as a
admit
lava
that would
lamp.
be worse. But
that wasn't your first
The
thought.
thing that is going through my head while I'm laying in bed for genuinely hours is like, if it is this, how do I react? And eventually I realize, no, it's the wrong size. It's just not quite the right shape. It's probably something else. It is large, and I did say not to get me a large thing I don't have anywhere to put. And fortunately, it was something I had somewhere to put in the end.
Yes.
It was my most medium fan.
Absolutely most medium fan.
Yeah.
Mind you, I should point out, Thomas, word to the wise, it is a family tradition that possibly hasn't reached you, that when you receive a gift that you don't know what it is, you see a gift, the directions is, what is it? Well, it's big and it's black and it's ugly and you won't like it, but you have to pretend you do so you don't hurt anyone's feelings.
The problem that would have arisen had it been a computer, is that, which obviously it wasn't going to be.
No.
Obviously, but of course, you catastrophize as you do. The problem is, I would not be ready to receive a computer for... I probably won't be ready to receive a computer when it is time to actually replace the computer that I have.
I'm the same. And having just had to look for laptops and the like, certainly the thought had crossed my mind as far as, Thomas is probably going to need one eventually. And, I'd sworn black and blue that that's not going to happen. But they kept popping up, and I thought, I'm going to have to replace mine eventually. And there's some good prices here for refurbished models, and
all of my stuff is on the one that I have.
Exactly. It's horrible. I mean, I just switched my phone after years and years and years, and that's been a pain. Even though it's meant to be extremely straightforward as far as shifting stuff. No. Admittedly, I have way too many apps on my previous phone, and I think it just, when it was doing the transfer process, it was going all over the new phone. Here, have this. And the new phone just went, no, I can't cope. And so,
I think eventually you just factory reset and started from scratch.
I did a factory reset and then,
Oh, dear. No, I have no idea what I am going to do when the time inevitably comes, and it is inevitable.
Yes.
That the computer will have to be replaced.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, I'm still happily editing, as has been mentioned, and people who are just binge listening to this podcast will probably think, hey, I just listened to that couple of podcasts ago. It may well have been, I can't remember. But this podcast is edited on a PC that is now 9 years old.
Right.
Yeah, that was bought by dear listener Helen to edit a video after the machine that I was trying to edit a major project I was working on just went belly up and died. And I got quite distraught about what do I do now. But yes, that it's still going strong, and it's still doing exactly what I ask it to do. I have not had anything I've wanted to do other than what it's doing now, and quite capable of that. However, all that being said, you have a mighty fine fan there.
It is the most medium fan in the house, and it does its job, which is to blow air.
Yeah. You can even get it to blow air left and right. Left and right. Left and right. But I think that possibly freaks you out a bit, so...
I just, I don't really need that.
No.
It just needs to blow air.
No, and I
at
didn't.
me.
That was just, it happened to have it.
And it's not blowing air from anywhere in particular.
No.
I think if I wanted to, I could find an extension cord somewhere and put it somewhere that it might blow cooler air.
Yeah.
But all it needs to do is blow air that feels cool.
Exactly.
And it does that.
Exactly.
So that's great.
Huh.
So that is one thing on my list. The other things shouldn't take as long.
The revelation that
Yeah.
you've been catastrophizing all Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm going to have to pretend that I like it.
Well, no,
Because-
no. If that had come to pass, what I laid out then would have been laid out right there and then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which would have been thankfulness,
Uh-huh.
because now I don't have to go and do it at some point myself.
Yeah.
But also,
It's going to take a while.
I might not touch this for several months.
Yeah.
At least I will touch it at some point.
So, in fact, the fan was a good choice because you've
yeah.
used that more than once in the
fan-
past couple of weeks.
Fan worked just a real treat, and a lot cheaper than a whole computer. I think the click and collect sticker was still on it saying, "Oh, this is $20, and that's
Oh,
$20 well spent." So perfect. I have gotten more than $20 worth out of it
I'm
already.
going to have words with those click and collect people slapping a sticker on the actual box that it is enclosed in rather than on a bag. Or anyway, I didn't realise the price was on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you know what cheapskates your parents are. Because you didn't receive any money for Christmas at all.
No. I think we're all cheapskates here at the moment.
You were the only one who actually got a large gift under the non-tree.
Well,
So there we go.
everyone else's gifts were small enough that they could fit inside their bags, and I suspect were actually more expensive.
No, not at all. Anyway, your list.
I redesigned my one-page personal website,
Uh-huh.
and now I think it is better.
Uh-huh.
Whether it's actually better is another thing entirely.
Red text on fluoro green?
No,
Oh.
no,
Does it have any GeoCities animated
no,
snowflakes going down the
No.
screen?
no animation whatsoever.
Oh. No still under construction? Or
I mean,
visitor count at the bottom?
No,
of this? Oh.
no.
You
No,
call
it
yourself
is
a
technically still under construction.
You call
'cause
yourself a web page designer.
It's a list of things that I'm doing or have done, but not a particularly long list. But it is.
Okay, your time's up.
I didn't watch the 5th season of Stranger Things.
No,
and
I haven't either yet.
and-
I think I'm going to have to watch it right from the start again.
And from everything I've been reading,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
possibly for the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, I absolutely loved how brilliantly nostalgic the first season was, and then every other season after that was very much feeling like a money grab. And as the cast got older and older, it just it broke the illusion for me. So the 5th is going to be even worse than that.
Apparently,
50-year-olds playing 12-year-olds.
apparently, ability to produce convincing you are in a different place shots has disappeared. They can't do that anymore. They can't make people look like they're convincingly in another place.
Oh, really?
No,
Huh.
no, the lighting's all wrong.
Where did they lose the ability to do that?
Dunno.
When
Dunno.
they stopped getting the budget and got greedy. I don't know. Anyway,
But I did watch Tron Ares, which was very pretty,
yep.
and I loved the score and context.
Yep.
And the script and plot were fine.
Yeah. I'm actually quite looking forward to sitting down and watching it again. Now that it's streaming, it was what it was.
Some of the effects in Dillinger's grid possibly didn't compress particularly well. I wasn't getting particularly good quality out of Disney Plus at the time, and I think that has more to do with the computer than anything, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
I would have watched it on my tablet, but Disney Plus on my tablet has this incredible tendency where if it changes quality, it does so very noticeably.
Oh, really?
Just sort of... I don't know if the aspect ratio changes slightly. It might,
Huh.
but of course
Weird.
you only notice it as it's happened.
Yeah.
And so you can only see the aspect ratio after the change has happened.
Weird.
And
Wibbly wobbly.
it not ideal.
Mm.
And then I have an empty dot point here that was there in case anything else had happened. I went for a walk yesterday and saw a sand sculpture of a seal. And that was nice.
That was special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I made the best pun I could think of at the time, which was sand seal delivered.
Kaboom. All done for an event that didn't happen
Yeah,
due to weather warnings and...
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
How was your last 4 weeks?
Oh, look, I'm not even going to try to top any of that.
Yeah.
Mainly because I can't remember where the end of our podcasting for last year covered as far as what I'd been up to. And yeah, I went for a walk today
Yeah.
with a very good friend of mine,
Yeah.
and it rained on us, so we got slightly damp. Sorry, I say rained, it sort of drizzled on occasion. But got 23,000 steps in and saw some great scenery and some wonderful native animals and plants, and the air was wonderful, and had a really good chat, and that was really good. Look, trying to be positive here, and yeah, that's the other thing that makes it hard to remember what's gone on, is that I'm blocking things. So
Yeah. Sure been a lot of rough stuff happening in the past month.
dear, my goodness.
Yeah.
So we hope that our over joviality as we begin. Yeah, that light is very bright. That's one thing that's happened since we last, is that we've got a new HDMI switcher sitting underneath the TV screen. And rather than being an intense blue light on it, it's got a very intense red light on it.
Yeah.
That is burrowing into my brain, I think. I am going to have to do something about that, I think, because, boy, that's bright. Yeah, anyway, we have a film to watch.
We do.
Yeah, let's watch a film. Picked many, many moons ago, because at that stage a certain director had died in very unfortunate circumstances. A director who has been somewhat of a favourite of mine, although there are still plenty of films that he has been involved in that I haven't seen. And one of those is what we're going to watch now, the director being Rob Reiner. And we are watching today...
Misery.
Misery. We are indeed.
You have selected what is described as a psychological horror film.
What was I thinking?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a very good
Well,
question.
look, I almost pulled the plug and grabbed another one that has only just come out, and I almost went out and bought it because it's out on DVD and Blu-ray. But then I realised it's actually a sequel, and you, I don't think, have seen the first one, which is Spinal Tap.
No.
So
I have not seen This Is Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap, and Spinal Tap 2 would not mean anything to you.
Cultural osmosis.
Oh, yeah, but you've got to watch the first one first. Anyway.
Knobs with 11 on them and such.
That's right. But we are watching Misery.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great way to start the year.
Yeah.
Why change the scenario, keep on keeping on and all that. Thomas, would you tell our dear listener what Misery is all about?
After an accident, acclaimed novelist Paul Sheldon is rescued by Annie Wilkes, a nurse who claims to be his biggest fan. However, he has a nightmarish experience while recuperating in her house.
Biggest fan, not medium fan.
Not a medium fan.
No.
Not a small fan,
No.
which is what is technically still sitting on my desk and I should probably get rid of at some point because it's not very good.
So, not your greatest fan then?
No.
No. Okay, that's what we're going to watch.
Yeah.
We're watching it on...
Prime, I think.
Yes, Prime with ads, lucky us, as opposed to
SBS with ads, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I suspect the SBS ads might
Go
be
longer.
more numerous,
Yes.
actually.
So we shall premiere it. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to come back and talk briefly about it. So we shall catch you on the flip side.
Turn to side B.
I say something after that. Some witty remark and then mongrel. Yeah, good. So, what did you think?
That was solid, actually.
It was.
Yeah. I know in the past on the podcast we have said that horror, very broadly, horror, not our thing.
No.
But, done well, psychological horror can work. There are times that can go wrong, as seen with Better Watch Out some years ago.
Yep.
But this was good.
Yeah. It was freaky.
I think it helps somewhat that our antagonist isn't a teenage boy.
That's true, yes.
There's still some of the same tensions here, but...
Yeah. I think I'd sort of put that whole Sorry Saga out of my mind, but yeah, there are parallels, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Except that kid was a dirty birdie.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me, was I imagining it, or was the soundtrack to this the source of the dramatic meme music? The sort of crescendo that seems to be used all over the place when suddenly something gets tense?
Didn't jump out at me.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to do some digging outside the podcast and stick it in the pod note. The
show notes?
Show notes. Oh, my brain is...
Yeah.
How do we do this?
Well,
Okay.
we talk about the film, and then we stop talking about the film, and then we move on to some other people's thoughts.
Oh, okay. Right.
And then later I tell you that next week we'll be watching F9, and...
And then it all goes to...
yeah, well...
Right.
Well, by that point in the show, we're both so tired that all bets are on the table. Off.
Yeah.
All bets are off. Everything's on the table, but all bets are off. Oh no, given that it's nearly 10 p.m. now, I'm not surprised we're already there.
Anyway, I found it very difficult writing notes.
Yeah.
Because, okay, it was a little under 2 hours, and every single one of those minutes was important. So, other than the music meme sort of sound that kept on going through my head, all I've got note-wise... Oh, I just had another one. I just felt major vibes of Alfred Hitchcock. And what was the other one? Fargo.
Yeah.
Just sort of a meld of that, but in a really tight...
Second unit director was Barry Sonnenfeld, who did work with the Colin brothers for a lot of their early career.
Okay.
If that's helpful.
Right. If we're going to make connections such as that, William Goldman did the screenplay, and he also did the screenplay to Princess Bride, which Rob Reiner also directed, which brings me to one of my other few notes, which was "That's nice." The line "That's nice" is in both Princess Bride and Misery, used in sort of a whimsical way.
I love a good "that's nice."
That's nice.
It never actually means that's nice.
No. Whereas in Princess Bride, he was intending it to be, because he was senile and he's just been told some really terrible things, and that's nice. So, yeah, that was another connection. The only other note that I had was the crazy juxtaposition of the word misery in sort of red text come up on the screen just after the really happy shotgun music, opening music starts playing. It was a real jarring effect, I found, which was absolutely brilliant. And I knew from that point on that, hey, this could be good.
And it was.
Good. Yeah. Did you, however, sometimes feel like the two main actors weren't always in the same room together?
A little bit.
Especially with the extreme close-up faces.
Some of those I feel would be difficult. It's not a particularly large room.
No.
And the camera is often where someone else would be.
Absolutely. But it sometimes felt like they weren't actually bouncing off each other, whereas other times that I've seen that type of camera usage, it has still not produced that reaction in me. In this, sometimes it just didn't feel right.
Maybe that was an intended effect.
It could have been. Yeah. I mean, she was very, very unnerving.
Oh, yeah.
And that amplified it. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, it keeps moving along. Doesn't feel too long. I don't know if I could call out any of the plot points as extraneous.
No. I do have to ask one thing, if I could. Some clarification that I didn't... So he suddenly made a connection just after the near crash, as in the sheriff made the connection, I think. But I couldn't quite understand what prompted that. Was it something she said?
I think it was something she said, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was.
Just the choice of language, I think.
Right.
Dunno.
Huh. Okay. It was just, I watched an aha moment happen, but couldn't understand what the aha moment was. So I guess I wasn't listening hard enough or something. But I
possibly felt like he'd seen her somewhere before. Because it then leads into the looking through the newspaper archives.
Yeah. But he went to grab that piece of paper first off the desk.
So possibly the language reminded him of the book in some way.
Yep. Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I can certainly recommend it. It is disturbing.
Yeah.
Within the context of a M rating or a PG-13 rating. Yeah. It's good stuff. Anyway, do you have anything else to say about that film?
No.
All right, then. We might move on, then.
The following segment has no title. Thank you.
Before we do get started on the comments, casting our minds back to the top of the show where we read out that messenger conversation.
Right. If I choose to include it.
Yeah. You chose the subreddit r/fluffybunnies as the target for your for your
I didn't
asking of Reddit. r/fluffybunnies, as it turns out, is some guy's random dump of news article links. There's one person, only person who posts links there, and it's all just news links.
Right, good.
You know, it's...
I'm glad you did the hard yards and made sure that it was a safe, at least within the context. Because it could have been really bad, couldn't it? Yeah.
Well, you know, it's Reddit, and sometimes the subreddit titles can be a little misleading.
Yes.
Like Trees, which is for marijuana enthusiasts. because nicknames or something.
Uh-huh.
Or marijuana enthusiasts, which is for trees, like actual trees.
Good.
Or anime_titties, which is, of course, the world politics subreddit. Because the actual world politics subreddit was badly moderated, and so everyone moved.
Right.
Yeah.
And somebody had to come up with a name and...
Yeah. Anime_titties.
Good.
As you do.
Do you? Okay, fair enough. Well, thanks for that clarification.
Yeah. Which will take us up to the comments, starting with, over on Discord, Entuosferatu.
Hi, Entuosferatu.
Who says, quick, update the entry for the helicopter in Die Hard on the internet podcast aircraft database, which is, of course, referring to the internet movie plane database.
Right.
Which is a wiki that exists and documents instances of aircraft in film.
Yep.
Which came up fairly regularly during loading ready runs from Rewatch with Love, because in the Bond film series there are a fair amount of aircraft.
Okay. Yeah, I have in the past been familiar with vehicle identification, like extensive lists of what type of cars were used in every single movie. And, if you look at 47 minutes, 37 seconds in the movie we've just watched, there is a Jeep Cherokee. So, okay, well, that all makes sense.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind that I don't know how, but all of these comments have been hidden from me until this afternoon.
You just didn't look hard
They
enough.
just got buried, because
They've-
I think I was making a lot of notes in the last couple of weeks, and... Yeah.
It has been some weeks since I touched the document, because it has been some weeks since these comments were made.
Yeah.
Entuosferatu continues, both Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile are pretty great.
Yeah. Although I think I've only seen Jewel of the Nile twice. Once at the cinema and once on VHS. So it's been years. So we might have to do a bit of a rummage around, because I don't think it's on the shelf, actually. I know I've got Romancing the Stone, but I don't think Jewel of the Nile excited me quite as much as the first movie.
On Facebook, Helen.
Hi, Helen.
So to answer the question of whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie, you actually have to ask the question, is the Die Hard soundtrack a Christmas album? A lot of ode to joy in it.
Yeah, it's got lots of Christmassy type. You could certainly pop it into the CD player at Christmas time, and yeah.
Having said that, I might take advantage of some downtime over Christmas to watch it again.
Oh.
Speaking of music, Unexpected Beginning. Nice. Had a bit of a Paul Williams vibe. Referring to the Christmas-ish version of the Cellulose-free theme that I did some years ago, and has some Christmases showed up over the titles.
Yep.
As for the hiatus, catch you on the flip side, turn side B, Mongrel.
Well, the question is, did she actually get round to watching Die Hard after all that?
It's a great question.
Stay tuned, dear listener.
Back on Discord, Eve Pie, responding to Entuosferatu, says, speaking of helicopters...
Oh, hang on. Hi, Eve Pie. There we go.
Speaking of helicopters... Speaking of helicopters, a space Discord I'm on was discussing ICAO airport codes for landing sites on other planets because of the code JZRO, assigned for Jezero Crater on Mars, where Ingenuity became the first flying heavier-than-air aircraft other than on Earth, completing 72 flights before Jenny suffered the fate of all helicopters and crashed.
Yeah, Ginny, what an absolute marvel.
Yeah.
However, that second bit about the suffering the fate of all helicopters, I still don't know whether I could climb inside a helicopter. I just... I trust planes, but yeah, helicopters just... They do. They all suffer that fate. in the end.
And after debating things like OLYM or LYMN for Olympus Mons and the like, I commented, "This is reminding me of the movie review podcast I listen to that records on a device that can take 6, mind you, it's 8, alphanumeric characters via a click wheel for the file name as saved, and has a for no value bonus points never tabulated for leaderboards contest of, guess what the file name for this week was?"
Oh, that sounds like a good podcast.
Yeah.
Wonder what that is. Certainly for many, many years we were under the impression that there was 6 alphanumeric characters, but since discovering that we've got 8, we'll never go back. Yeah,
and underscores.
Never go back.
Wow.
You'll never find a 6 character. Oh. Anyway, foreshadowing.
To which someone else replied, "That sounds like something that would drive me to violence against my fellow man." And then I have here a fairly lengthy press release from the time that IGY was assigned as the designator for the Ingenuity helicopter flight and given the call sign Ingenuity by ICAO.
Yep.
And yeah, they gave the location JZRO.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. What a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will take us up to the one guess that we received.
Mm-hmm.
Which was from Helen, who says, "My guess for this week," and I've already second-guessed myself 57 times.
Yeah, I would too.
"Die _ hard."
Oh, pulling out the underscore. Bringing it to a full 8 characters.
Yeah.
Wow. And was Helen right?
Well, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Helen.
Yeah, 8 characters, you had
Yeah.
underscores, you could do
You
it.
have the honour of getting the final arbitrary point for 2025. Well done.
I don't even need to look over there, do I? I know exactly what you've put down. There's not any mystery about it at all, is there?
No, there's misery about it.
Oh yeah, there's misery about
No
it,
mystery.
I'm sure. Dear listener, if you want completely free arbitrary points this week, do write in and let us know what you think the file name for this week is, bearing in mind that it can be anywhere from 1 to 8 alphanumeric characters or underscores.
Yeah.
All of those are allowed.
Yep.
And this film, I don't know if it has a title that'll fit into those constraints.
Yeah.
But, give it a try.
Yeah.
Or send in film suggestions, or comments on our comments, or
Comments
on the film
on
that we've
his
watched.
comments of my comments. Yeah. Please send them in. Links in the show notes.
Yeah.
Or
Or
something.
possibly where you're listening to it.
Indeed. What, in the dunny? On a
Please
bus?
do not leave your podcast comments in a public restroom.
For a good podcast. Yeah.
We do not condone
No,
the vandalism
absolutely
of
not.
public restrooms on this podcast.
Thomas, we have delayed the inevitable long enough. I think we shall move on.
Pick a film for next week so we can go to bed.
And it's your turn.
It is my turn. And it has now been 8 weeks. Well, it will have been 8 weeks since we last saw a mainline entry in this franchise.
What franchise?
But we must now return to
Must
Fast
we?
and Furious.
Really, must we? Okay.
Well,
Which one are we up to?
we are up to F9, or F9 The Fast Saga, or Furious 9, or, as I have been referring to it all this time, F9.
F9. Yeah.
I-
Which?
I don't even need to think about next week's cover art, because, as people may have noticed, I have been commenting on the absurdity of this titling system in all of the cover arts for this franchise. I don't even need to think about it. I could probably do it tonight, because
F9.
it will just say in 5 letters. F9. You can
Everything-
probably get it in your guesses
Everything
for next
is
week's file
F9.
name. It's
Spoilers. Yeah. But
It's
for
so
you who are
simple.
listening to this episode, you have an advantage of those who don't listen to this episode
yeah.
for next week. Yeah.
It is unfortunately 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Grief.
So
And it still fits onto a scratchy DVD from
from the library,
Tasmanian Library.
that I went out and got while I was on my walk yesterday.
Right.
So it's just sitting in my bag.
A question.
Yeah.
Why did we have to get the DVD version? of it?
Because it is only available on the Foxtel family of streaming services.
Right. Is that also the case with 10?
10 is on Paramount Plus. And all the ones before it are on Netflix.
Netflix
And I think also Stan.
10. Right. But 9
9, no.
is just
Apparently it's...
an outlier.
It's been, what,
An outlier. Out.
4.5 years since it came out, and it's still languishing in some pay window somewhere.
Please, Thomas, tell our dear listener, in 3 words or less, what F9 is all about.
Dominic's estranged brother.
Good. What?
Yeah, who you won't have met, but is played by John Cena. Because, of course.
Of course. That's next week.
Oh, want to guess what his occupation is?
He's a narcotics agent.
No, he's a terrorist. It's got to be one of the two, doesn't it?
Got heads rather than tails.
Yeah.
Did you want to expand? If I allocated you some more words, did you want to?
I don't know if it'll help,
No.
but I will read out the entirety of this sentence.
Okay.
Dominic Toretto is forced to put his retirement on hold when Cypher, the dangerous cyber terrorist from Fast 8,
Right.
escapes with the help of Dominic's estranged brother, an international terrorist. Did that help?
No, not
No,
really.
I didn't think it would.
Yeah, I think you named a couple of names there that were
Yeah.
because when you mentioned the cyber terrorist,
Yeah.
my mind instantly went to the cyber terrorist in the James Bond movies that we've been watching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're not watching James Bond next week.
No.
We're watching F9.
No, we're watching James Bond on Friday. It's
Yes.
the last one.
It is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that this Friday? What did we watch last Friday?
Final Reckoning.
Final Reckoning. That's right.
Yeah.
What a mess that was.
Oh, that was such a mess.
Oh dear. Anyway,
Bloated film.
I'm appalled, quite
Yeah.
frankly.
I was led to believe that the exposition was supposed to stop after the first hour, and then it kept going.
Going, my goodness.
There's about an hour of Mission Impossible in that Mission Impossible film, and that's being generous.
It could have been done with an email. Anyway, next week, F9. We hope that you can join us, but until then, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
You have been listening to Cellulose Free. Your hosts were Colin, who produces and edits the show, and Thomas, who makes the artwork and music. Cellulose Free is recorded in the Deranged Cat Studios in scenic Tasmania, Australia. We keep track of our extensive physical media collection through My Movies, which we highly recommend. You can find links to that, as well as other places you can find us in the show notes. Cellulose Free is a Hi Hello production.
What a garbled mess that was. That went all over the place, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can edit this one.
Do you want it done tomorrow?
Oh, that's true.
Or any time this week?
This episode will be coming out in late 2027.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. He's going to animate it, though. With Flash.
No. So you want it to come out next decade. That's what we're saying here.
I'm going to stop before I cough up a lung.
Yeah, good call.